So welcome to microwave class. Today we are going to see about two cavity Klystron. So what is Klystron? Is nothing but it is a device used to produce high power microwave source where condiode and impaired diode, rapid diode also used for generating microwaves, but it gives low power microwave. So in Klystron, it gives high power microwaves. The range is from hundreds of megahertz to gigahertz. So the application of Klystron is it uses at radars and satellites, wideband high power communication, and medicine in radiation oncology, and high energy physics, in which particle accelerator and experimental reactors. So it is the block diagram of two cavity Klystron where it has electron gun of 54 kilovolt, and in the output side it has a collector. um, the output side has a collector. The electron receives at the receiver side will be collected by this collector, and we will be having two cavity. One is a buncher cavity, another second cavity is a catcher cavity, and high power coupler can be a waveguide or coaxial type, and water cooling, vacuum pump, and power supply insulation, and etc. So in this diagram, if you see there is a cathode. If you are giving external supply to this cathode, the cathode will start to emit the electron. The electron reaches the first cavity, that is puncture cavity. While crossing this cavity, the electron will be accelerated and decelerated at this cavity, and this drift phase, the electron will bunch at a point to one point, then it will travel to this catcher cavity. This catcher cavity again it will accelerate, then the high power output will be collected in the RF output. The excess of electrons will be collected through this collector. So so in the puncture cavity, RF input will be given. So the RF input will be given, sinusoidal input will be given. So the electron comes from the cathode. When it reaches this positive half cycle, electrons will be decelerated. It will be decelerated, and the electron which crosses this negative of cycle, electron will be accelerated. So when it reaches at this point, zeroth point, the electron's velocity of the electron will be same. So the electron comes with lower velocity will be accelerated. The electron comes with higher velocity will be decelerated. So at the drift space, the electron will be punched at particular point, then it will be travel to the catcher cavity. So here it produces low power microwave signal, then it will be traveled to the catcher cavity, to this catcher cavity. Here also RF input signal will be given through this coaxial cable, and the punched electron will arrive here, then again it will accelerate it, and it produces high power microwave collected through this RF output, and the electron will be collected from this collector point. So this is the operation of operation happened in the first cavity. So electron gun, it produces continuous electron beams arrives at the first cavity, then it produces the punched beam and it goes to the second cavity. So in the second cavity, so it punched beam will induce the magnetic field in the second cavity, and the strong HF wave is collected at the power coupler, and the collector point it receives the excess electrons. So I will show you the animation video. It will give you the better understanding. So this is the Klystron of multi-cavity. It has multi-cavity. So this is cathode, this is cavity 1, this is cavity 2. So this is the drift space. The electron produces from the cathode crossing the first cavity. So this first cavity has the tendency of a positive potential. So the electron comes from cathode, the velocity of electron will increases while approaching this first cavity. The cavity, first cavity will give the input RF input through this coaxial cable. So when we are giving the RF input, so the electron comes from the cathode while crossing this cavity. Here you can see the electrons are punched at this point, then it goes to the cavity 2. So at the cavity 2 also, while crossing these cavity 2, the punched electron further will get accelerated. The punch out at the output, we will get the high power microwave source. So here you can see the entire operation. The cathode electron comes from the cathode while crossing this first cavity. The electron punched in the drift space, then it goes to cavity 2. Again it is punched at the cavity 2. The high power beam will collected this in the second cavity. The excess of electron will collected at the collector point. So this is the whole operation of Klystron shown in the animation. Thank you.